At Hospice of the Big Country, we have the privilege of serving people at the most tender times of their lives, and we meet them right where they are. Tonight, we would like to share the beautiful story of Jennifer Rollins. She will forever remain in our hearts, and most likely yours too.
With Jennifer, she was young. I mean, she wasn't supposed to go. She got sick about 3 years ago, and she got colon cancer, and it was out of nowhere. I mean, she had some symptoms. There was some stuff going on probably about 8 months before they diagnosed her, but she, with no history, no anything, that was the last thing on her mind, was that it would have been colon cancer. The option was hospice if that was the decision. And so we just kind of hugged, and she cried, and we both cried. And I didn't know the affiliation with West Texas Rehab, but it was Hospice of the Big Country. The treatment that was available through the hospice with the oxygen and the in-home nurses and, the medications allowed her to basically, have some dignity in those last few months. If you want them to be at home, if you want to try to have those last minutes with them, those last days, months, whatever it is, you need hospice. Some of the circumstances that people encounter in that situation is when they're battling cancer, not only do they lose their health, they lose their ability to work. So when they lose their ability to work, they lose their income. They lose their ability to pay rent, to pay health insurance, to do anything. When it's somebody like Jennifer, who's so full of life, man, she just loved her kids. She just loved, like anybody else, she just loved life. She had so much more, and she just enjoyed the simple things. She had a really bad childhood. She had to deal with so much adversity growing up, and a lot of people would not have even survived her childhood, but she did. And she rose above that, and you guys enabled us to have those moments with her at the end. And, we would not have been able to do that otherwise.
In all the worries and concerns the Rollins family would face, how they would pay for their hospice care was not one of them, because they never received a bill for our services. We take care of every patient and family on service, no matter if they can pay or they cannot. This is because of the generous donations from people just like you. Would you consider tonight making a donation and helping us to continue the great mission of the West Texas Rehab Center?